A long time ago, well, about a year ago, almost exactly actually, it was January 14th, 2023, I made a video and I said manga is cheap. Now, this is compared to comics, but one of the main reasons I postulated that manga was cheap is basically because it doesn't have a certified grading service. Well, that all changed today. Beckett, or CBCS, is now accepting manga for slab and a grade. I'll put up a shot here of what they do, and I thought this was pretty cool. Let's take a closer look at the custom label artwork here. So basically, if you look, there's 6 different options, and you know what's really cool is that they actually have the grade on the right hand side as opposed to the left, so they've kind of flipped it around, as you know, the Japanese go from right to left, so I thought that was really cool. Anyway, the first option in the top left-hand corner, which is the Jujutsu Kaisen example, are speed lines. Option number 2 in the top right-hand corner is the horror spirals. They've got the dissolving classroom as their example. What's really cool is they actually have the publisher, year of publishing, and which printing it was too. That's awesome. So in this case of like dissolving classroom was by Vertical Comics, 2017, first printing. That is cool. Oh yeah, and they also have cover art and story by Junji Ito. If you go down the middle, they've got Cherry Blossoms, Lily Pads, that's the Freerint Beyond Journey's End #1. That seems appropriate somehow. Option number 5 is Red Bridge for the Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. And finally, option number 6 is Wisteria, Children of Wales, Viz Media, November 2017, first printing. So I've made no secret about the fact that I buy a lot of factory sealed manga when I go in, and the reason for this was that this is going to be your highest grade if it's still factory sealed, right? Like condition for comics, condition is everything. But I was thinking too, I mean, like honestly, even if this came back like really high grade, this is WGP Volume 3, and I put, like, how many people would want this, really? You're going to have a few freaks that want like this entire series in a 9.8, but even factory sealed, like a 9.8 is no joke. It's still going to be really difficult to achieve a 9.8. And for example, like my border number 3 sealed, you know, maybe if I submitted that, it came back a high grade, does anybody really care? You know, it's like, because usually when it comes to this, people buy the collection. They want to read it. They're just happy to have it read. And that's going to be the vast majority of people for sure. The one thing where this is going to be a game changer is for those collectible mangas, like the 1 in 5,000s from Viz back in 2003. So if you have, like, for example, One Piece Volume 1, the holographic cover 1 in 5,000, which normally might sell for $1,800, if anybody could ever get that in a 9.8, like, that is going to be like a $12,000 to $14,000 book. I'm not kidding. Like, it's already $1,800. If a 9.8 exists of that, that's easily going to go for 14 grand. It's going to multiply the price. But the thing is, to get that in a 9.8 is going to be almost impossible. Whereas if you have it in the 7.5, which is like a fine, very fine, it's still going to be valuable. It's not going to be much more than 1,800, to be honest. It might be a $2,000 book, right? So that's the thing with grades. They go like this. Whoop! As soon as you hit in like the 9.4, then a 9.6, and then 9.8 is way up there. It's kind of like an exponential. So this is my other one, Ghost October, St Daydream. Like short series like this, which I think is only 6 books. Yeah, you could have the full run in a 9.8, which means you're never going to be able to read those again. But I mean, it's kind of like a bragging factor, nerd factor, whatever. The one I probably would send off to grade is this one. Just because I really love this one, and I think that would look great in encapsulation. So anyway, if I do a submission, I'll let everybody know. I'm itching to try this out, to try a CBCS submission now with manga, just to see. But is it going to be like comics? No, it's not. You have to remember, like, all of these are foreign language editions too. Like, English is not the first language of manga, it's Japanese, right? So there's that. There's the fact most people just want the collection to read. But you will see with those collectibles, like the 1 in 5,000s or San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, those ones that are limited editions, this is a big deal for that. Beyond that, yeah, you might have a little bit more value, but I don't think people are going to go out and pay crazy money for like border number 3 and a 9.4 or whatever, right? So anyway, I just thought I'd let everybody know because, hey, isn't it funny? Like a year ago, I had this video. You know, I thought it would be CGC, to be honest, but a CBCS is first to the gate for manga slabbing and certification. That is awesome. Anyway, I just had to get that out there. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.